behind with storm coverage. Good evening, I'm Lauren Taylor.
And I'm John Nicely. That storm marched across portions of our viewing area over the last few hours, and Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord here now with the latest.
Yeah, as expected, there weren't many. They stayed to the north of the metro, and a couple of them tried to become severe. You can see the severe thunderstorm watch that still is in place north of the metro and northeast as well. Most of the activities on the Iowa side, we zoom in, and you can see this goes until 3 a.m., but it extends all the way to Illinois. So we're going to likely see our threat end long before 3 a.m. The cell just producing some heavy rain near Harlan, Shelby County down towards Oakland. But latest severe thunderstorm warning for this cell just south of Tacoma lifting north. Could have some 1-inch diameter hail with it. This goes through 10:30. It's mostly southeastern parts of Burt County, including Herman there in northern Washington County. This is moving north-northeast. So watch for this one, Tacoma, south on Highway 75. This will be rolling in if it holds together. There hasn't been any confirmed reports of hail that large, but it's trying to produce a little bit of that right now based on radar estimates. Nothing in the metro as expected. Everything staying to the north this evening. So tonight, still at 20 to 30% chance of a storm, but you can see where most are, north and northeast. I still think there could be a few showers linger during the morning hours tomorrow that could impact the start of the state track meet. So keep an eye on that, and it's going to be another warm one tomorrow afternoon. So we'll keep tracking these storms tonight. There's many more storm chances to talk about after this as well. All that coming up a little later.
And live at 10, Omaha police stepping up their security at the Bob Carey pedestrian bridge, one of Omaha's most popular destinations. This comes hours after a shooting sent one man to the hospital.
And police announcing more cameras, more lights, and officers. 6 on your Side's Jennifer Ortega is live from there tonight. And Jen, you spoke with people who are walking tonight.
I did, and police say the bridge is always open. That's why people hang out at all hours of the night. Today, people I spoke to say they're surprised to see so much happen at such a popular attraction.
Oh, this is a good area, good little bridge. Sucks that people got to ruin it for everybody.
Stephen Walker says he brings his family to walk the Bob Carey Bridge at least twice a week. That he was upset to hear what happened Thursday morning.
I don't think they should be hanging out at all. I thought the bridge closed at a certain time.
Police saying just before 2 a.m., a 20-year-old was found with a gunshot wound near the entrance of the bridge. Unlike other city parks, the Bob Carey Bridge doesn't have a closing time.
A limited system of security cameras in the bridge area. We're using those right now, reviewing those for evidence from the shooting last night.
They say the juvenile suspect was found not far from the bridge, hiding from police.
We are upping our patrols in those areas. We will have additional uniformed patrol officers in those areas.
Just last month, 2 men were attacked and stabbed on the Iowa side of the bridge and rushed to the hospital. Hannah Steiner says even knowing so much has happened, that hasn't stopped her from coming out.
I run and rollerblade here quite frequently, and I've never felt endangered by any means. So I guess that doesn't really deter me from coming here in the day, but things happen at night.
Police are working with the city to add more security cameras across the entire bridge, and brighter LED lights are currently being installed. Police hope this will help cut down on people gathering after hours.
You'd like to believe that you can still feel safe and still come to public places like this.
The victim was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. We're still waiting to get an update on that condition. And as for the suspect, they're being charged with first-degree assault. On your side, live in Omaha, Jennifer Ortega, 6 News.
Omaha police are still on the hunt for a suspect involved in another shooting that happened overnight. This was near 16th and Phelps. Rescue crews found Rico Menzel, who was transported to the hospital in critical condition. He is 19. A $10,000 reward is being offered for a tip that leads to an arrest in this case.
4 suspects are still on the loose after a break-in at an Omaha nature center back in April. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office says 4 people are responsible for breaking into Neil Woods and causing serious damage, including using a fire extinguisher to damage cameras. Investigators say all 4 suspects are teenagers, and they're encouraging anyone with information to call the Sheriff's Office. A cash reward could be yours if you have information leading to an arrest. Tonight, Chicago police officers are investigating the murder of a pregnant woman in Chicago.
Detectives say that her baby was torn from her body after her death. And Sharon Chen here now with some very disturbing details.
Well, John and Lauren, 3 people have been arrested, wanted in connection with the death of 19-year-old Marlon Ochoa Lopez. 2 of those people are a mother and daughter charged with strangling the young mother and then taking the baby from her womb. So take a look. This is Marlon Ochoa Lopez. She's been missing since April 23rd. That's when police say she went to a woman's home to pick up free baby clothes and a stroller. Ochoa was just 19 years old and 9 months pregnant. Her remains were found today in a trash can behind the home of the people now charged with her murder.
Words really cannot express how disgusting and thoroughly disturbing these allegations are. And I'd like to offer my sincere condolences and prayers to Marlon's family, who instead of celebrating the arrival of a new life into their family, are now mourning Marlon's loss, while at the same time caring for a new little baby who remains in grave condition.
A 46-year-old Clarissa Figueroa and her daughter, 24-year-old Desiree, they are charged with her murder after police say Desiree admitted to helping her mother strangle Ochoa. Police caught the mother and daughter when they tried to pass off Ochoa's baby as their own. A third suspect, Clarissa's boyfriend, 40-year-old Pitor Bobak, has also been arrested. He has been charged with concealment of a crime. That's it from the live desk. I'm Sharon Chen. Lauren and John, back to you.
And a heads up for anyone hopping on a scooter around town. Omaha police will be giving warnings to those who break the rules. It starts Monday. They'll be writing tickets. Per the city agreement, both Lime and Spin will provide riders with alerts that they are driving in areas that are off limits, including the pedestrian bridge. You're not allowed to drive the scooters on sidewalks, and you have to obey traffic laws.
Well, each day, homes ravaged by the Heartland flood find a new obstacle washed in by the floodwaters. An annual honor in Bellevue almost didn't happen, but Mason Morrow shows us how the community persevered together.
The Heartland flood continues to devastate the city of Bellevue months after the fact. Residents are still out of their homes. Businesses are unsure when they'll be able to reopen, and it almost derailed a 20-year-long patriotic tradition here in Bellevue.
It was kind of hard to hear that, coming home, growing up here. It was just always kind of neat to see that.
The Avenue of Flags, a homegrown staple in the city of Bellevue.
It's been a long-standing tradition for Bellevue for a long time.
2 decades ago, Don Stevens went door to door in the town, gathering any ounce of support he could to honor his fellow veterans.
It's very important that we remember the veterans, especially the ones that did not make it back. They sacrificed a lot for our country, and I believe that flag represents that.
The month of March nearly cost Bellevue this long-standing honor after floodwaters sunk a storage facility on the east end of town, destroying the flags, their poles, and their brackets. The Bellevue Chamber of Commerce gathered the troops to raise $6,000 to fly the flags and keep the tradition alive, and it worked. The Chamber announced Thursday the Avenue of Flags is returning for years to come.
People will come out of the woodworks to make sure those little things happen and to show that they have pride in their community.
A community strong for its flood victims and strong for its veterans.
When people see other folks in need and little small traditions that we have, that's what makes us Nebraska.
The Bellevue Chamber of Commerce says it's already preparing to order the 125 flags, and as soon as they get here, they say they'll install them here in Old Town and other parts of Bellevue. On your side in Old Town Bellevue, Mason Morrow, 6 News.
Well, the CHI Health Center was packed today for a good reason. 8th grade students across the metro were recognized at the Rotary of Omaha's Honor Roll Luncheon. They were chosen for their high standards of leadership, character, scholarship, and presence. And one of the surprise highlights, several iPads were given out to students. Oh.